There's a hole in almost every brick on Earth. And no, it's not to save money. It's the reason buildings don't collapse during earthquakes, the reason your house stays warm in winter, and the reason bricklayers can build a wall 3 times faster. One tiny design choice, 4 massive engineering reasons. Let's break it down. Welcome to Everyday Secrets, where ordinary things hide extraordinary stories. Most people assume the holes are just there to cut costs. Less clay, cheaper brick. And sure, that's part of it. Fewer materials means lower production costs. But if that were the only reason, engineers would have found a cheaper shortcut a century ago. The truth is, those holes are doing 4 different jobs at once. And once you see how they work, you'll never look at a brick wall the same way again. Let's start with the one nobody expects. Before a brick ever touches a wall, it has to survive a kiln, an industrial oven that bakes it at over 1,000 degrees Celsius. A solid block of clay that thick would heat unevenly. The outside would bake hard, while the center stayed raw and soft, like a loaf of bread burnt on the crust, but doughy inside. Those holes let heat travel straight through the center of the brick. That means every brick fires evenly, cures faster, and comes out of the kiln stronger and more consistent. Faster firing also means less fuel burned per brick, which is a big deal when factories produce millions of them every year. So reason number 1 isn't about the finished wall at all. It's about what happens before the brick is even born. But the second reason, that's the one that actually holds your house together. When bricklayers stack bricks, they don't just glue them together. They use mortar, a kind of cement paste. If a brick were completely solid, mortar could only stick to the flat top and bottom surfaces. But with holes running through it, wet mortar actually flows down inside the brick and fills the gaps. Once it dries, it forms a solid column running through multiple layers of brick, locking them together from the inside out. Engineers call this keying in, and it's one of the biggest reasons brick walls can handle so much weight and pressure. It's the difference between stacking loose blocks and building a structure where every single brick supports its neighbor. In earthquake zones, this internal locking is part of what keeps entire walls from crumbling apart during a tremor. And that's just reason number 2. Reason number 3 might be the most surprising of all. A single solid brick can weigh nearly twice as much as a cord one of the same size. Now multiply that by the thousands of bricks needed to build a single house. Lighter bricks mean less strain on the workers carrying them, less fuel burned trucking them to the site, and less pressure pushing down on the building's foundation. That last part matters more than people realize. Every floor of a building adds weight, and lighter bricks mean architects can build higher without overloading what's underneath. It's also just faster. Lighter bricks mean bricklayers can lay more of them per hour. On a large construction project, that time savings adds up to real money. But the final reason? This one's built for the future. In modern construction, especially in earthquake-prone regions, builders don't just rely on mortar. They run steel reinforcement bars, rebar, straight through the holes in stacked bricks. Then they pour liquid concrete, called grout, down through those same holes. Once it hardens, you're left with a wall that's essentially reinforced concrete on the inside, hidden behind ordinary-looking brick. Without those holes, none of this would even be possible. So the next time you see a brick, remember, it's not just a block of baked clay. It's a small piece of engineering that's been quietly perfected for thousands of years. 4 reasons. 1 tiny hole, faster firing, stronger mortar bonds, lighter loads, and hidden reinforcement. It's a perfect reminder that the most ordinary things around us are usually hiding the smartest design decisions. And once you know the secret, you can't unsee it. So next time you walk past a brick wall, take a closer look. If this made you see something ordinary in a whole new way, hit like. And subscribe to Everyday Secrets, because there are hundreds of hidden reasons hiding in plain sight, and we're uncovering them one by one. See you in the next one.